Welcome everybody. I'm joined today by Promoter Steve Goodwin. How are you, Steve?
Very good today. End of a week, but it's been busy and exciting things have happened. So yeah, it's all good.
Excellent. Well, lots to talk about then. Well, I don't know if you remember, but when I spoke to you last year for another website, and
that's right.
You seemed to be really turning a corner, and you were signing fighters left, right, and centre. And at the time, you said to me you were going to increase the amount of shows you're doing. You seem to have done that. Your company, Goodwin Boxing Promotions, seems to have gained real credibility over the last year, and you seem to be signing even more fighters. One thing I wanted to talk about, you've got your son Josh promoting a show this next Saturday, and I see your daughter Olivia does it, and I see Kevin Campion promotes under the Goodwin banner as well. Basically, what I wanted to find out was, what's the dynamic of Goodwin Promotions at the moment with all you guys promoting at the same time?
Well, basically, what it is, I set up Goodwin Promotions initially. That was my baby. When we set that up originally to start, there was no management going on. It was purely for a promotional banner. But as time has gone on, I decided that I wanted to move more into the management field of boxers, because I feel that's where you can make a major difference.
Yeah.
So I took my manager's license out 2 years ago. And when we last spoke, I managed 40 boxers. I now manage 70. So my role is going to be more management than promoting. Now, Olivia and Josh love promoting in their own right. Josh he's actually going to get his professional boxing license this year. He'll be making his debut in December. His long-term aim is to be a sports promoter and be involved in the sports business. So he has set a company up called Goodwin Sports that's doing boxing promoting, but it's also going to do other things in the football world as well.
Okay.
So he's got his own individual company that promotes on his own right. Olivia has been promoting for 3 years, and Kevin Campion came to join us as our matchmaker, but he's always wanted to promote in his own right, so he's taken his own promotion license. Now, they all do it under the Goodwin Boxing banner, but in effect they all do it themselves, and they all want to have their own business running independently of what I do, which I think is very important. But it all comes under the Goodwin Boxing banner, because as a team of promoters, it works better than 4 individuals.
Yeah, and I suppose the amount of fighters you guys have between you, I'm sure it helps, and it's family as well, I imagine. So it's a bit different.
I mean, the management side is busy. They help out with the management side with the boxers. We all have a relationship with the boxers. We're very much hands-on with the boxers, and we like to think we're doing this a lot differently. And boxers can feel a bit more secure that they have a team of people helping them, rather than one person who may not have the time for them every day that they need to speak, or they want meetings. So we're here all the time.
Yeah. So how you say you manage 70 boxers? How do you manage that? Like, how that?
Busy enough. I know we spoke about this yesterday, and I'm not exaggerating. I spoke to Josh and I said, we're still expanding. We've got 6 or 7 new inquiries going on at the moment.
Oh, really? Okay.
Really, and we think we can handle 150.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we have a proper. I come from a financial services background. I've run a financial services business for coming on for 27 years.
Yeah.
And that's all been set up with a very good business infrastructure.
Okay.
So I've taken the business acumen from there around to the boxing. So we have a proper setup. If you come up here to see us at our offices now, we just moved into new offices, it's a full business setup ready to handle that sort of volume, because that's what we're going to need to do, because I have no doubt that we'll be 100 boxers by the end of this year, and probably hit the 150 target in 2016. And the thing is, we believe we do it better than most, more efficiently than most, and deliver better than most. So we feel we're an actual home for boxers from the management side. But it does start from the management, and then from there, because I sign them as a manager, they don't necessarily have to fight on our shows. They can fight on, if I can get them on an Eddie Hearn Matchroom show, they'll fight there. So there is a distinctive. It's not because I'm signing them as managers to just keep putting them on our promotions. Our promotions are there to assist them. But if I'm able to get them a better deal, or get them TV exposure, then I'll do that for them as well. Because I'm acting as a manager, there's no conflict of interest, being a promoter as well. That's an assistance to them.
Yeah.
But the manager role comes first.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Completely understand that. So, you talk about fighters fighting on matchroom shows. Like, what ambitions do you have for your fighters? How far do you think one of your fighters can go? You know, you're looking at.
Some of our fighters. Some of our fighters will go well past some of the ones we've got now, I believe. Some of them will only reach Southern Area title level.
Yeah.
They've all got different abilities, skill sets. But for some, winning a Southern Area title is like to another winning a world title.
Yeah, of course.
So my job as the manager is to discuss with the boxer what their realistic aspirations are and deliver that. So if they're going to be winning a Southern Area, I've got to put as much effort into that as somebody who's going to win a British or European or a Commonwealth or challenge for world honours. We treat everybody the same because we give them 100%, so we're going to give everybody 100%. So some will make great things, some will probably win the Southern Area title, and that's as high as they'll get. But if we can deliver that for them, then that's great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fighters you got? Is it Jose Lopez, the cruiserweight?
Yeah, Jose Lopez. He's a cruiserweight. He's a work in progress. He's had three. He's had 3 fights so far. He's doing okay. But I've also got Lawrence Bennett in the same division, who's challenging Mattiaski in his next fight for the English cruiserweight title.
Okay, that's a big.
And
fight.
I've actually got 9 cruiserweights that I manage.
Oh really? Yeah.
So
I spoke
we've
to
got
one.
quite a strong hand.
I spoke to one yesterday, Louis Darling.
Louis Darling, yeah. Louis Darling's one of them. Ryan Crawford and a really good kid called Ozzy Jervio makes his debut next Saturday. Yeah, so we've got an awful lot of fighters in the cruiserweight division, for example. And I think we look in the rankings now. I probably manage in the region of 15 to 20% of the whole of the cruiserweight division.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
But we're able to do it properly, and it's great that people are putting their faith in us, and we are doing the right job for every single fighter, so that's why they're coming.
Excellent. And so you've got this. Josh has got this show of the weekend.
That's right.
What can we expect from that?
I think it's there's a good top of the bill. Chris Ojedua, Freddie Turner. There's some really good prospects on the card. It's going to be a good show. 17 fights on.
Yeah,
and we've got a lot of the prospects I manage are on there. You've got Reece Bellotti, Eddie Hearn's lad. He's on there. He was an ABA champion, so he's a star in the making. It's a really good show in depth and lots of really exciting talent on there. Yeah. And the headline fight, the Southern Area fight, will be a cracker. Yeah.
Okay. Brilliant. And what else is planned for the rest of the year? I think you've got another show in York called Leon Mackenzie's topping the bill, I believe, in October.
Well, that's on the 17th of October. That's my show. We're looking to make that a real mega show. There's some exciting fights we're working on to add to that card, and that's that's the next actual show I manage. I'll be promoting.
Yeah.
So Leon Mackenzie, John McCallum. There's a lot of need in that, to say the least. Well, the press conference was we haven't released it yet. They did a head-to-head and it went a bit lively, so we've got some footage to release that I think people find very interesting. But some of the undercards that we'll work to on that, we've got 2 of our top prospects, Josh Kennedy, Matthew Chandler, 2 super bantamweights who are both capable of British title level there on it. And we've got a lot more fights to add onto that card. That's going to be a really great card.
All very exciting. So one other thing I wanted to ask you about is, obviously you guys tend to do your shows in London. You did do a few shows in Portsmouth. Kevin, I believe, was in charge of that. How did that go? And that
was okay. The difference, of course, we're helping a chap called Michael Ballingall down there. So they're basically his fighters, not our fighters. The only fighter that I only manage 2 fighters down in Portsmouth. That's Floyd Moore and Danny Cousins.
Yeah. Before.
And the Portsmouth shows are centring around Floyd Moore. So at the moment, Michael needs some more fighters in Portsmouth to make it more substantial in terms of the cards. We're helping Michael out down there. That's what we're doing. Michael wants to help shows that we're helping promoting. It's not the same as London. In the London shows, 85% of the fighters on our shows are fighters that I manage.
Yeah.
So we're building up real big momentum in London. It's easier for me to control that because I manage them.
Yeah, of course.
But Portsmouth is going well, but it will just take a bit of time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It will do. I'm sure it will.
And we also possibly look to go back. We promoted in Essex before, and we may well go back and look at Essex. And we've also been asked to look at Kent. So there are other areas that we may venture into beginning part of next year. Essex and Kent we're closely looking at.
Okay, all right, brilliant. I was going to ask you that, so you answered my question for me there. So in your stable, you've got such a immense stable. Who's going to be making some real noise this year, beginning of next year? Who do you think?
John O'Donnell in the welterweight division, recent signing, former Commonwealth champion.
Yeah.
He will make. He's potentially. We fancy him to beat whoever wins out of Eggington and Foot. The British title. We'd like to make a move on the British title if they don't vacate it.
Cool.
So John O'Donnell is definitely on the way there. Lawrence Bennett is a vastly improving cruiserweight who will be the underdog against Matty Atkin, but if he can overcome Matty Atkin, he'll be heading for the British title. So Lawrence Bennett is could be a little gem. Jamie Spade goes for the English title. Ryan Taylor is on the verge of an English title. So we're talking about here fighters that are now going on to above Southern level and onto English titles. So it's moving really well. We want to build our fighters into English British titles and provide the support and the backing to be able to do that, because a lot of small or promoters, they build them to Southern area title level and then that's it. They let them go, or they, because they don't support, they can't afford to support them in the next quest. And we try to do.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Well, coming back to something we were talking about earlier about your new signings. You seem to be able to. It's more about how you find these fighters, because by the looks of things, you sign some people from the unlicensed, you sign some with some amateur background, you sign some like Leon McKenzie's got a footballing background. Well, do you know something? I'm going to say something that's going to really shock you.
Yeah. I've never approached a boxer in my life.
Really? Well, not one at all.
You will not be surprised to know I've never touted a boxer. I've never rough boxed and asked him to turn pro. I've never Facebooked, Twittered, or ever contacted anybody. Every single one has either rung or messaged me asking for a meeting to sign with us.
Well, yeah, to be fair, I spoke to Louis Darling yesterday and he said he Facebook messaged Josh about, that's quite interesting.
It.
So, yeah.
And that's the same with everyone. And everybody thinks we're out there running around trying to find boxers and take boxers from other people. There's nothing to be further from the truth. We get calls from boxers who are under contract to people, and all we say is, we can't deal with you, you're under contract. Please don't call us.
Yeah, until...
So every single boxer we have rings us up when they're out of contract, and that is the greatest compliment we can have.
Yeah.
Because boxers are recommending us to each other, the word's getting around, and the phone rings, and it's great when the phone rings. I mean, and we literally have not rung, not one of those 70 boxers have we ever contacted and asked them to sign. They just come.
Okay, that's very interesting. I had this image in my head, being at events looking for new talent, but if they're coming to you, that is a very.
Well, that's the way we do it, because I think in boxing, too many people have in the past gone out to boxers, touted themselves around, made false promises. We don't make false promises. We deliver what we say. So because we deliver what we say, we don't feel we need to go to ask people. If people want to come to us, they do. If they don't, they don't. That's it.
Okay, brilliant. And we're talking about you working with other promoters and you fighters, if you can get them on a Matchroom show. You were doing some stuff with Matchroom Fight Pass. Is that still happening?
Yeah, we've still got 2 more shows, 2 more fight passes to do this year.
Oh, good.
As I say, we've got Eddie Hearn contacted us and we put Reece on the Josh's show next Saturday. So we've got a good working relationship with Matchroom, and it will build, and they are the major player at the moment in British boxing.
Okay, brilliant.
So it's good to have a relationship with them, and it will help us when they do the next prize fight, if we've got a suitable candidate for prize fight, so that we'll get them on it. So things like that, and it will help us get the profile that we need for our fighters at the appropriate time.
Excellent. Good stuff. Well, coming on from that, what does the future hold for Goodwin Promotions? How far do you want to take Goodwin Boxing?
Well, as a manager, so I'd like to manage as many boxers that want to be managed by us. So I would expect that to continue, because I think we do a fantastic job in that. We've got boxers that we actually manage who aren't just in London. We manage Scottish boxers, Northern boxers, Midlands area boxers. So we're happily on the management side. I want to build up, and from a promotional point of view, Olivia, Josh, Kevin. The greatest thing would be for them to get TV deals at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
in the future. That's the ultimate aim as a promoter, for a dream for promoters. You want to be able to promote the boxers with the added benefit of television money, so that boxers are not under ticket sale pressure.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to do bit by bit with our initiatives that we've launched, such as a season ticket scheme, the website iBoxing tickets where people can buy directly from the boxer. We've launched all these things to help the boxers, and we're hopeful that we can make a difference and turn boxing from being a situation where boxers have to sell the tickets to where promoters are able to do a lot of that job for them. But it's a long process, because we're taking boxing, when I come into it, promoters out there weren't selling any tickets. They're just leaving it all to the boxers. But now we're trying to make a difference there.
Yeah, well, you know, the TV seems to be getting more and more involved, so there's definitely options out there.
Yeah.
You guys, one thing I must say is you guys do a really good job on social media and things like that. Your YouTube channel is very good. You know, especially for someone like me who needs to watch fights, and obviously I can't get to all of them. You know, there's a lot of the info there, so you do a good job there. And you know, without a lot of TV, which you haven't had, you've done it's quite remarkable how well you've done. And you know, hopefully. You know.
We'll continue. No, we work hard on the social media as well, and I think that's very important to interact and provide content for people, and people can see what we're doing. And social media is key, and we work really hard on that. That's something we're very hot on, and we expect that to improve. And we've got new things in the pipeline in the social media side and the YouTube channel side and things like that. So we just got to keep pushing forward. We don't sit down and rest on our laurels. We're always looking for the next idea.
Yeah. Well, talking of pushing forward, you know, I know York Hall's a great place to hold an event with great history, but do you look at maybe doing like bigger, because you guys usually sell out. Yeah,
I mean, the problem you've got is when I promoted Audley Harris and Ali Adams back 3 years ago, we needed something bigger than York Hall. But the problem you have is there's nothing. You've got the Troxy, which holds more, but it's like a theatre style, and you just can't get good views of the boxing. I don't think it's a suitable boxing venue. That's just me personally.
Fair enough.
Just a personal viewpoint. And then you're looking at the Copper Box, is the next venue up in London. The problem with the Copper Box is not in a fan-friendly place for people to go to, and when Frank Warren put shows on there, I went to one last December, and it was virtually empty in there. So the supporters didn't tend to go to the Copper Box, and there hasn't been many done since. Albert Hall is a place we'd like to do one. If they became pro boxing at some point again, we would look at that's definitely key. We're not big enough to do an O2 show, but we're probably now in some of our shows. York Hall is too small.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys could fill out some arenas. I'm sure you could.
Yeah, very possibly. So it is important, though, but it's also important that we put it on in venues where boxers, supporters can get to easily. That's important as well.
Okay, all right, brilliant. Well, excellent. Well, thanks so much for getting all that information about what's going on at Goodwin Boxing Promotions at the moment. It's always nice to talk to you. Well, yeah, just thanks so much for your time, and I wish you guys all the best moving forward with what you guys are doing.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it.